Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, as all the links are down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the couples collective. So, those of you who are in connection, in partnership, marriage, connection, relationship, long term connection or relationship, then these messages are for you. Just making sure I give you all the variations. Sometimes people don't say relationships, some people say it's connections, some people say it's. So wanted to make sure that you understood that. But yeah, so today I'm going to be channeling messages for the couples collective. If you're watching this after the live stream, just take a look down below in the description box. There you will find timestamps, as I will be channeling messages for all of the air signs. So I will channel messages individually for Gemini, channel messages individually for Libra, and channel messages individually for Aquarius. So take a look down below in the description box and click on those timestamps if you're watching after the live stream. For those of you who are watching me here now live on the live stream, welcome. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I greatly appreciate you stopping by and, of course, giving those thumbs up. Remember that once you watch your designated timestamp, if you are in a connection or in a partnership, if you can please drop a rose in the comment section, as that lets me know that these messages resonated for you in the month of November. All right. So let's get ready for the channeling we're going to start off with Gemini. And then after Gemini will be Libra. And then after Libra will be Aquarius. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, welcome back. All right, let's get started. Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Gemini sun, moon, or rising, or if you are a Gemini in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, partnerships, marriage, connections, and relationships. And those areas are if you're a Gemini Venus, or a Gemini in your Juno, or a Gemini in your fifth house, or a Gemini in your seventh house. If you have those placements of Gemini on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. Down below in the description box, you will see I have Cafe Astrology link. It's totally free. I'm not affiliated with Cafe Astrology, but if you're interested in finding out other placements on your astrological natal chart, then use that down below, okay? Or in the chat. That being said, Gemini, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box, as I have those links there for you. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. Don't forget, if these messages resonate for you, then drop a rose in the comment section, okay? That lets me know that these messages have resonated for you in the month of November. Now, don't forget here, Gemini, that if you've missed your monthly November readings, then take a look at your November readings. Those are posted there for you, as well as what you don't see coming. And that link, you can find it in the monthly messages reading. Okay. That being said, Gemini, as you just saw a card popped out of the deck. So let's take a look here. And again, it's not the message that's facing you, it's the message that's facing me. So let's take a look here at the potential unfolding here in regards to you, Gemini, and your partner, your spouse, your connection, okay, your relationship here, your significant other in the month of November. So both of you here have between the lines, uncover the truth carefully and write your own endings. Okay. So here you see an illustration of a person with a book or a journal, and they're writing. They're writing alone. So there could be here some type of knowledge, discovery, some type of or form of communication that may happen here. That's going to be, this energy is coming across as that it needs to be clear. You know, the saying that we use, and I know many different people watch this from different parts of the world, but when we say here, Gemini, between the lines, it's as if we're not saying completely what needs to be said. We're going in a roundabout way. And so here in the month of November, this is talking about either one or of the two energies. Either there has been in the past or recent past this energy between your connection, or I'm sorry, my puppy is snoring. Sorry about that. So there could have been here messages here, the way that you and your partner are having conversations are not very straightforward. They're in a roundabout way. And in the month of November, there could be here a unfolding, so to speak, where you start digging a little deeper, where there's this more of a straightforward type of discussion, whether it's that you're more logical, analytical, more communicative, in the sense of like wanting to get to the bottom of something here. But I feel it's like both of you, or maybe one of you, you're checking your emotions at the door before having these conversations or before unraveling what this may be truly about within your connection. Others of you here may experience that energy throughout the month of November because and due to the fact that Mercury is going to go retrograde. Now, Gemini, Mercury rules your astrological sign as well as it rules Virgo. So when Mercury is in retrograde, this means that it's going against its normal rotation, and that Mercury retrograde is going to begin November 6th. However, there's some of us that feel that energy a week to 2 weeks before it actually begins to officially be in retrograde. Okay. So Mercury influences the areas of communication, the clarity of the mind. Mercury focuses and influences in regards to travel as well as technology. All right. So when Mercury is in retrograde, it simply means that Mercury is going against its normal flow and rotation, which usually brings about tension or delays or technological glitches, misunderstandings, okay, change of plans or schedules of delays of some sort, especially when we're talking about traveling. Okay. So whether that is traveling by train, plane, bus, car, however that may be. Okay. That being said, the fact that it says between the lines, some of you here, whether it's on your end, Gemini, or whether this may be talking about your partner's end, so it could be individually, okay, or it could be together as a couple, there is going to be this sense of kind of going, I'm getting like tiptoeing, walking on eggshells for some of you. For others of you, it's just not really saying something that you are truly thinking, feeling, or experiencing, and you're going about it in a very roundabout way because there is here concerns, whether it's a concern, a fear, or worry, that either a topic may be discussed that really needs healing or needs to be truly resolved and hasn't been resolved, or there could be here some type of new information that may be potentially revealed, discussed, or some type of knowledge learned, okay, throughout the month of November. So, Gemini, this between the lines, uncover the truth carefully and write your own ending, means that you can have or you can write a solution here that is in the best interest of both of you as a couple, or individually. And of course, if it's individually, you always know that it impacts the person that you're with. So this is talking about rewriting something in a way that's in a different way rather than arguing. Let's sit and talk about this in a logical, analytical, rational way rather than having a tense, heated debate. How about we write what we want to say in regards to that specific situation, circumstance, event, or area of discussion, and then kind of talk about it in a more kind of king or queen of swords type of energy, okay, which actually here, Gemini, is your energy. So that's how this is coming through. Let's get more details here, Gemini. Remember that this is a reading for couples and couples only, or those of you who are in partnerships, you are in connections, and this is talking about the mutual unfolding here of messages here for the month of November. So let's get more clarity here in regards to between the lines. Uncover the truth carefully and write your own ending. I'm also feeling here being very tactful. There's a sense here of being tactful on what you say and how you say it, or how you address or act or react towards something that may be coming in your direction within your connection in the month of November. Okay. So let's see what else. Let's get more clarity. And you have here, look at that. I mean, validation, confirmation. You have two cards talking about communication, talking about writing, showing a book. This one shows a book and a person in a way journaling. This shows a letter. So there's some form of communication here that may unfold, Gemini, between you and your partner, or your partner and yourself, that may result in some type of news or exchange. Now, the fish in the Lenormand card is a beautiful positive energy. So this may be an idea that is shared. Maybe this is talking about a resolution to a situation, circumstance, event, or a conversation that has been had in the past or recent past that may surface or resurface due to the fact that Mercury is in retrograde. This could also be talking about you and your partner reviewing, reevaluating, recalibrating your relationship, right? How can we communicate more effectively moving forward? Or maybe some things that you want to review or talk about in regards to your connection, how to make it stronger, okay? How to make it more prosperous, okay? Make it more abundant. Have this free flowing energy of communication between the both of you. So, just so you know, when Mercury is in retrograde, there is a higher possibility and chances and tendency to have more misunderstandings. So, if that is the case here, this is talking about that there may be a positive solution or resolution within your communication here. All right, let's take a look. Ace, Ace, Ace. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Off. Ace, off. Thank you. My apologies, and Twitter friends. Let's go to the to the rest of the reading. All right, let's get more clarity here. Give me more clarity here on between the lines. What is the clarity here for between the lines? Potential unfolding here for Gemini and their partner in the month of November. Between the lines. Yep, here we go. The unspoken desires, unexpressed inner desires, often hidden needs or emotions. Again, that may be part of what's going on here. Okay, this could be that type of energy here unfolding for you in the month of November, where the unexpressed inner emotions, desires, or needs that haven't been met, or you or your partner may feel are not being met, that type of discussion and finding a positive resolution or solution here in regards to that energy. Okay. So, like I said, I felt like there's this sense of like tippy toeing, walking on eggshells, and kind of finally getting to a point where, okay, we need to address what I have been seeing, feeling, or experiencing, whether that is you, Gemini, or whether that may be your partner. So, again, validation, confirmation, whatever this is super important. Okay. It's very valuable. So, it may be at the center core of the connection. This could also be something that has been happening or has been felt or has been a desire that has been felt for a very long time, a need that has been, uh, been needing to be fulfilled for a long time, or emotions here that have been brewing for quite some time. Pentacles energy is it's a slow moving energy, but it's something that it's been there for a while. So whatever this is, there may be a potential here for a conversation that may have been had several times. And the reason why this is saying uncover the truth carefully is because it may trigger here some type of emotion here, whether it's on your side here, Gemini, or on your partner's side. So there's this kind of approach of like, well, how do I move towards having this conversation or broaching this topic, or kind of revisiting this situation, circumstance, or event, or emotions here. But again, I feel that this is going to be positive for the both of you here, Gemini, because you both, you and your partner have the letter and the fish. And the fish is very positive in the Lenormand deck. Okay, there could be this free flowing of communication that is more logical, rational, and analytical rather than highly emotional and unpredictable, you see? So I do feel that there's a sense of more of detaching emotionally and really looking at something in an intelligent, rational, logical, analytical way. Okay, and kind of addressing it in that way. Let's see what else is coming through in regards to what may be potentially unfolding here. And you have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Again, the manner in which a conversation or knowledge or information is broached is going to be super important here for you, Gemini, and your partner. The manner in which you approach it in a respectful manner is going to count, because that is the reason why you have here between the lines where it says uncover the truth carefully. So in a respectful, less emotional, way, or less volatile, less, it's just more in a calm, cool, collective way. Okay. And again, the manner in which this conversation or topic is unfolded, or how the topic is broached or brought into, talking in the talking phase here, is going to really matter how positive this conversation or this information that is either being revealed or that has been recently uncovered is discussed. Let's get the last and final message here for you, Gemini, and your partner Let's see what's coming through here for the both of you. What may be potentially unfolding here between Gemini and their partner in the month of November. And we have, validation confirmation. I said at the top of the reading, it's giving me the feeling of either the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords energy, where you and your partner may be embodying, you may be embracing this energy here, where it's all about figuring something out in an intelligent or through intelligent, balanced decisions in a logical, rational type of way, using your intelligence, using or being diplomatic, all right? Emotionally detaching here, okay? So that you can clearly get to the bottom of whatever conversation, news, information needs to be discussed and needs to be resolved, okay? You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Like I said, this could be validation confirmation again here with what I was feeling here with the Pentacles energy at the top of the reading, okay? So the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. So I feel that is very much connected to what I channeled earlier, and that being that whatever this is super important. Either it's been felt for quite some time, it's been on someone's mind for quite some time. There may have been a lack of planning before, and perhaps that may be the reason why this topic, if or conversation or knowledge or information was discussed before, maybe it didn't go as well before. Okay, maybe because there wasn't, there was a lack of, planning, or it just maybe was the wrong time. But I feel this time around in the month of November, it's going to be more planned, more structured. Okay. There's going to be more of the head over the heart type of energy here. And there's the sense of being stoic. Not that, listen, the word stoic, usually we have a very sometimes we link a negative connotation to stoic, right? Like a person who doesn't care, or, but that's not really the case. The King of Sword cares, but the manner in which they show that they care is that they care about the solution. They care about how we're going to fix the issue, how we're going to fix the problem, how we're going to get to the bottom or the core, okay, the valuable part of whatever this may be talking about, and how can we make it better. So their kind of love language, right? The King of Swords love language, which may be your love language as well, Gemini, or your partner. And I completely understand this because I'm a Gemini Venus, okay? So it comes very, very much like a matter of fact, let's have a conversation. To those signs that are like water signs, it may come across as a little bit robotic and a little bit distant, but it's not that you and your partner are being distant. You're being more of goal oriented, or I should say more resolution based type of energy and focus. And so it feels like more of an intentional coming together and having a discussion. It's more of an intentional, let's take a look at the data, the statistics, the this, the that. It's more logical and rational, but it's good because it's going to create some sense here of positivity within the connection or the lines of communication here. There could be here an agreement, a compromise, okay, or some form of mediation here where both of you kind of see something in a more clear, in a clearer type of way. That being said, Gemini, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonate for you throughout the month of November. That being said, take care and I'll see you next time. Up next, we have Libra. Hello, intuitive friends. For those of you who are here, welcome Billie Jean, welcome Jack Mac. My apologies. I was in the middle of the reading, so of course I can't, stop there and say hello, but I am saying hello now. Thank you so much, my intuitive friends, for stopping by, for giving your thumbs up, your like, your shares, and for always subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, and there you will find the links. If you're watching me live, then you will see those important links in the not in the comment section, in the chat list. Okay, so hello Billie Jean, hello Jack Mac, thank you so much for joining, and for those of you who are here as well, welcome. Up next we have Libra. Intuitive friends, if you are enjoying these messages for the Couples Collective air signs, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell and all alerts, as that is going to be super important. I not only channel messages for the collective, but I also do at times 5-minute mini readings for my subscribers only to my channel. So if you want to take part in those free 5-minute mini readings, then feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, and just stay tuned for the next time you are notified of a free reading. Up next, we have Libra. Again, thank you so much, intuitive friends, for your love, your loyalty, and support. And my apologies on my delay here on saying hello, and that's only because I am doing this for... I'm recording it live for the other signs as well. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's go to the next air sign. And again, I'm only channeling air signs right now at this moment in time. The water signs are coming up right after the air signs. Okay. All right, they're in the chat. In the chat, I have added Libra. Okay, Libra is up next. And again, thank you so much, Billie Jean and Mac, for stopping by, and for those of you who are joining. Hello, Libra, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Libra sun, moon, rising, or if you have Libra on other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on the areas of love, marriage, partnership, connections, okay, and love, then these messages are also for you. And those placements would be Venus in Libra, your Juno may be in Libra, or your fifth house may have Libra placements, or your seventh house may have Libra placements. It doesn't have to be all of those four, but it could be one of those four. So you have if you have Libra in any of those other placements, then these messages are also for you. That being said, Libra, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. And if you're watching me live, take a look at the chat list. Okay, that being said, welcome back, Libra. Let's take a look here at your couples reading. Now, of course, this reading is not only for you, Libra, but also for your partner, your connection, for the person that you are with in a connection at this moment in time. Okay, so what I am channeling here, Libra, is what may be potentially unfolding for you and your partner here in the month of November. And you have here divine union. Now, Libra, right now Venus is in Libra. So that is saying here, by the way, it's going to be in Libra up to November 6th. So you and Taurus have gotten very, very beautiful couple messages here for the month of November. And I feel it has a lot to do. And you see how much I shuffle. So I don't cherry pick. It just gives validation, confirmation to the fact here, Libra, that Venus feels very good and at home when it's in its home. And that's whether it's in your sign, Libra, or it's in Taurus's sign. But what a beautiful message here. It says divine union. Use the wings of empathy to bring love and harmony. Okay, so very, very positive message here for the month of November. There is a sense of more unity unfolding within your connection here. Okay, if you haven't been seeing that lately, this is the time to work on it, to focus on it, because there's a very good placement, as I said a couple minutes ago, where Venus is in Libra, and that's all about being proactive in regards to, you getting closer to your partner, your partner getting closer to you, and really kind of joining forces here and creating something very beautiful or solidifying something. Okay, this could also be rekindling a connection or a spark that you may have felt has faded in the past couple of months. This is a great auspicious time here, Libra, for you and your partner to work on that unity, that passion, that magnetic attraction in the month of November. Now, of course, on the other side of the spectrum here, we have Mercury that's going retrograde as of November 6th. So there are going to be two things happening on November 6th. Number one, Venus is going to get out of Libra, and then Mercury is going to go in retrograde. Okay, so those two factors to consider here also within the month of November. Now, when Mercury goes in retrograde, it simply means that it goes against its normal flow and rotation, which means the areas. Okay, so we'll talk about that there in a minute, which means that the areas that Mercury influences, there may be a little bit of tension or a little bit of kind of stuck feeling there. Okay, Mercury influences communication. It focuses the clarity of the mind. It focuses on, or influences, I should say, it influences the areas of technology and travel. Okay, so it does bring about this energy here, Libra, when Mercury is in retrograde. And of course, you're an air sign. So you may feel this also. And of course, also depends what you also may have in your Mercury placements on your astrological chart. You may feel that a little bit more if you have either Gemini or Virgo. But what this is saying here is that this Mercury in retrograde could bring about this energy here where you may want to reflect, you may want to look back, you may want to think back about how things are moving and flowing within your connection. Now, I'm not surprised that the gentleman is here. This is not talking about, yeah, you see, Mercury in retrograde. This is not just talking about, this is not talking about gender. The gentleman in Lenormand card could be talking about a person. So let's get that, let's say it like it is. Lenormand decks are very straightforward. It could be talking about that one of you in the connection feels a little bit confused, unsure, uncertain, a bit apprehensive. You're not seeing something clearly. Okay, so that's one of the messages. But another message here is that the gentleman can be symbolizing here the logical, analytical aspects, the mind. Okay, and there could be here this energy that may be potentially unfolding here for you, Libra, where in the month of November, once that Mercury goes into retrograde on November 6th, which could be a possibility, you may be feeling it now also, by the way. So that's a possibility. Sometimes we feel that energy retrograde a week to 2 weeks before the actual official Mercury retrograde date. But this is talking about your logical, analytical side, your mind being a little bit uncertain about something. So, although there is this sense of this beautiful divine union, which again, there's this feeling, this connection, some of you here may come across as you're afraid to either go deeper in your connection because there is this sense of like, I'm not sure, I'm not certain about the manner in which I should do that, or I'm not sure about the connection, or I'm not sure about certain things within the connection that I don't understand, that I see differences that we may not agree on. So there could be a little bit of that energy here showing up for you in the month of November, Libra, and your partner because of that Mercury in retrograde. But pretty much the energy that I'm getting here is, despite the fact that there may be some delays, some sense of confusion, maybe an indecision here, or a sense of uncertainty over either some specific area or differences here, or maybe you're just getting caught up in your head, or maybe your partner is getting caught up in their head. There is here a lot of potential unity. There's a lot of potential here for both of you to strengthen, develop, and expand your connection and your union. Okay. I am also getting here because I just heard cold feet clairaudiently. So this could be some of you getting cold feet as you move deeper into a connection. Now, let's get more information here in regards to the clouds. So let's see here what this message may be about. By the way, the card that just did a little peekaboo there said something about flaws. It didn't pop up, but it did show itself. So maybe this is, like I said, you kind of thinking about the flaws, whether it's, self reflection of your own flaws, or flaws or things that are not going as smoothly in the connection, or the differences, like I said before. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you here, Libra, and your partner. What may be potentially unfolding for the both of you here in the month of November. All right, let's see what else is coming through. And you both have here, look what it says, control issues. That's where the clouds, doesn't have to be, but it could be, or circle of drama. There you go. Circle of drama says your social circle is full of dramatic changes. Okay, so I'm going to take both of them out here because it could be, for some of you, it could be one. For others of you, remember, this is a general reading. For others of you, it may be both things. So let's start with control issues. It says control issues are present in the relationship. Okay, that may be causing a little bit of tension or revealing the true feelings here about this tension. Or hold on one second, I feel like I'm losing light here. Okay, there we go. That someone feels here that that's what's causing, or at the heart of the confusion or of the uncertainty. Okay, control issues don't necessarily always, they don't always necessarily have to deal with a person really literally controlling something, but there could be here controlling issues kind of having an expected outcome in something. So there may be here either you, Libra, or your partner having an expected outcome in the connection. Okay, it's like you expect something to go in the manner that you've envisioned it, and the fact that it may not be going in the manner that you envision it, or that your partner is envisioning it, it may cause a little bit of tension. One person could be more fast tracked, more experienced, more mature. The other person may not be there yet due to limited life experiences, or maybe because they require more healing, vice versa. That could be either one of you. But that in of itself may create a little bit of tension here. So there's one person who may be thinking, well, the progression of the connection should be like this, like this, like this, like this. Whereas the other person is thinking, well, I think it should be going like this, like this, like this, like this. So then that creates that sense of division or wedge between the both of you. And it becomes this a little bit of this tug of war. And that is what this control issue may be talking about here for the both of you, potentially unfolding in the month of November. Okay. Control issues could also be talking about one person wanting it to go only their way and not really taking into consideration the other person as well. Okay. Now, let's go to the second card here from that deck, and it says circle of drama. Your social circle is full of dramatic changes. Now, there may be a lot happening or coming up in the month of November, whether that be on your end, Libra, or on the end of your partner, your significant other. that may cause a little bit of tension here. It may create this sense of not being sure what to do or how to handle it. Now, for connections here that are developing, okay, meaning you're early in this connection or this partnership, there could be here a little bit of tug of war in this sense. Either Libra, your circle of friends may be single and you may be in this connection with your significant other. In your circle of single friends or unmarried friends, because some of you may be married also, remember, um, are giving advice or causing to, I'm getting kind of like, because they're not in a connection and you may be in, and you are in a connection, or you're, developing a connection, there's a little bit of this kind of like, we still want you to act single and, move as if you were a single person, right? And that obviously is not going to vibe very well here, especially if your partner, especially if you're the only person in that group that is in a connection that could be really meaningful and could be blossoming into something more. So I do feel that there is this sense here of getting kind of advice or comments here, like someone say, oh wow, you're swept away, you're in love and so now you forget people, or like making little passive aggressive comments that may come across as jealousy and envy also, because there may be a really good opportunity here for you to develop and continue to develop this relationship and this partnership. And I feel that there may be people from the outside, whether it's a circle of friends, whether it's family members, whether it's people who have been through a breakup, separation, or divorce, kind of throwing little, conversations here and there about how great it is to be single, and kind of like, being either Debbie Downers or negative Nelsons here in regards to a potential connection here that could be really here developing for something more. Okay. Now, that could be the circle of family, could be the circle of friends, could be the circle of, your social network. Okay. So that is what's coming through for you. Very two different type of energies here, but both of these energies could be at the heart of this confusion, this potential confusion, or this potential uncertainty or apprehension in the month of November, where there is such a great possibility here, Libra, and your partner to develop something even greater, more stable. And of course, for those of you who may be here married, again, there could be here maybe a lot happening on your plate here. This circle of drama could also be just family issues. Okay, maybe you, Libra, are going to be juggling a lot of family responsibilities or issues, or maybe your partner is going to be juggling some more responsibilities or issues here, okay, in the month of November. Again, that could also create some sense of confusion, indecision, problems, uncertainties, and so forth. All right, let's go to the next deck here, Libra, and let's see what else is coming through for you. All right, for you and your partner here in the month of November, what may be potentially unfolding here for the both of you within your connection in the month of November? All right, we have here honeymoon. There you go. I mean, I'm telling you, there's this sense of, for those of you who have been in your connection for quite some time, where you're a seasoned connection, maybe this is a long-term connection for you. You're married already, you're living together, you've been together for quite some time. This is talking about reuniting and connecting together a little bit more here in the month of November. Okay, there is a great possibility here, again, for reestablishing and recalibrating the foundation here between you and your partner. That may be going on a vacation, taking some time off away from the stresses, okay? As you see here in the honeymoon. It could be also kind of going deeper emotionally, as there's a lot of water here. For those of you who are again, in the beginning stages of your connection, again, something here unfolding. Okay, you may be at the newlywed or honeymoon stage. For those of you who are recently married, this is also talking about that energy. There's this beautiful kind of like being swept off your feet type of energy. Okay, so this could be reignited passion for those of you who are in season connections, and this could be feeling the wonderful energy here of being swooped off your feet, falling in love, and romance. Honeymoon says here, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. There may be here a conversation of just taking a vacation together or doing something special. Doesn't have to be a vacation, but it could be a time out for the both of you to just connect. So it's not about the quantity of the time, it's about the quality that either date night or this trip or vacation or short kind of little getaway may present very positive effects here in your connection and may create more of a deeper bond. Okay, it's kind of what I'm getting here is kind of like getting away from the daily hustle and bustle, getting away from, again, the circle of drama or the control issues, and just really, because there are times where we're controlling so many aspects of our life, like, especially if there's children, so there's schedules, career, your job, the daily hustle and bustle. And this is talking about the both of you really focusing on getting away from all those things that you're always planning and having to do on your to-do list, and really focusing on each other here. So this is a beautiful unfolding. Let's take a look at the last and final card here, Libra. Libra, I hope that you are enjoying these messages. And if you are and you're not subscribed yet, then subscribe to the channel. Then also turn on your notification bell and all alerts. That's going to let you know when I'm doing a live, not only a collective reading like what I'm doing now, but I also do 5-minute mini readings on my channel for subscribers only. So you may want to make sure that not only you subscribe, but that you also turn on your notification bell and all alerts. That being said, let's take a look at the final and last card here for you, Libra. And you have, look at that, the Queen of Cups. Again, just popped out of the deck. Queen of Cups. Don't worry about the fact that it says Queen. That has nothing to do with gender. Queen energy is us leaning into that yin energy, okay? It's that co-creation energy, okay? It's the yin energy, being able to sit and kind of relax and let things flow and unfold naturally, such as here in the honeymoon card where it says enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together, as well as the divine union. I feel that there's such a beautiful energy here for you, Libra, at your disposal. There's a really great opportunity to get out of your head, if it's you or your partner, to get out of your heads and get out of your own way and really think about how you want to develop this connection with one another, okay? Because this Queen of Cups here is all about someone being compassionate. So there is this energy that's being embraced here, that you may be embracing, that your partner may be embracing, or that both of you may be embracing in the month of November, where both of you are going to be more tender loving care. Okay, there's going to be more kind of, especially if it's been a little bit dragging lately or kind of stuck lately, it feels like there's more kind of this togetherness energy here. There's this energy here, Libra, with this Queen of Swords energy. I'm sorry, not swords. I'm sorry. It's Queen of Cups energy, feeling more emotionally secure in the connection. Also making you feeling more emotionally secure within yourself. And then because you feel more emotionally secure about what you are then certain about, okay, when you fix this uncertainty and you switch it to certainty and moving forward with your heart and with your intuition and with your emotions, then you are embracing this Queen of Cups energy. There's the sense of more nurturing, there's more empathy here. The emotional well-being of not only yourself, but also your partner may be here at the top of your, at the forefront here for you, at the top of the list, okay? So I do feel that there's going to be the supportive energy for yourself and also for your partner, and for your partner for you and towards you. Again, there is this beautiful, romantic falling in love, kind of being whisked away. And again, this could also be here a little bit of cold feet. It's like, well, what does it entail? Especially for those of you who are thinking about leveling up your connection. If you're thinking about leveling up your connection, whatever that may be, whether it's at your friends and you're moving into something exclusive, whether you are exclusive and have been exclusive for some time and you're kind of thinking about the future, or a long-term type of commitment with your partner, then again, there's this kind of energy here of like, I don't, am I ready? Are we ready? Okay, a little bit of cold feet. But again, all in all, everything is looking very beautiful. For those of you who are in season connections, again, this is like the reignited passion that is here developing and coming closer together here in the month of November. All right, Libra, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section to let me know that these messages have been insightful and have resonated for you in the month of November. That being said, I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Aquarius. But before we jump into the Aquarius reading, I do want to say hello to those of you who are here. Billie Jean and Jack Mack, thank you so much for your hellos. And for all of you who have been giving me a thumbs up and who have subscribed, I greatly appreciate it. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget that I also do 5-minute mini readings on my channel, but for subscribers only. So if you want to be part of those readings, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, remain subscribed to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And as soon as I do my 5-minute mini readings for my subscribers, then you will be notified. And it's going to be super important for you to hurry up and get on that list, because that list fills up like literally in 5 minutes. I can have a total of 15-20 people on there. So it's super important for you to make sure that you turn on your notification bell and all alerts. That being said, for those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Greatly appreciate you guys being here with me. Intuitive friends, I really appreciate it here on this Sunday. Of course, depends where you are. Some of you it's Monday already. Some of you it's still Saturday. Time zones are different everywhere. But thank you so much for taking your time and joining me here today in this couples reading here for the air signs. So if you missed the other placements, or if you know that you have other placements on your astrological natal chart, then take a look at the messages that have come through in this couples reading, especially if you know that you have, your partner's sun sign or Venus or other placements. Take a look here at their placements also and see what messages they're getting through as well. What message they're getting that's coming through for them as well. That being said, here, intuitive friends, we're going to jump into the next reading. And that was Miss Chances there. The next reading is going to be here for Aquarius. All right, intuitive friends, don't forget that if you are or have placements in your water, I will be doing that right after this reading, okay? Meaning I'm going to take a break and then I'm going to come back and do the water. I'll take a look at the water signs and channel messages for the water signs. All right, intuitive friend, hold on. My mic is not wanting to stay in one place here. All right, here we go. All right, that's too far down. All right, you should be able to hear me here. Hello. Let me make sure. Hold on one second. All right, here we go. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, that's too far down. All right, you should be able to hear me here. Hello. Let me make sure. Hold on one second. Yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah, you guys can hear me. All right, I have my professor voice. I don't need a mic really, but all right, intuitive friends, let's jump to the next reading here for Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are in Aquarius sun, moon, rising, or if you are in Aquarius and other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, marriage, partnerships, okay? And yeah, and love, then these messages are for you. And those placements on the astrological, on your astrological natal chart, may come as follows. It may show up as follows. So if you have Aquarius, Venus in your Aquarius and Venus, okay, so if your Venus has Aquarius, that's one, okay. Or if your Juno has Aquarius, or if your fifth house on your astrological natal chart is, has Aquarius, or if your seventh house has Aquarius, then these messages are also for you. That being said, welcome back, Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, don't forget to take a look down below in the description box. And those links are there for you. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, I'm sorry, I'm multitasking back here. I just noticed that I didn't put the Aquarius symbol here for those of you who are watching me live. My apologies. There we go. We're up to Aquarius. So again, Aquarius, thank you so much. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Aquarius, I'm going to be channeling messages not only for you here in what may be potentially unfolding within your connection, but also your partner. So this is a couples reading and a couples reading only. So whether you're a couple, partnership, connection, then these messages are for you. Let's take a look here, Aquarius. What's coming through potentially here? What may be potentially unfolding for you and your partner in the month of November? Okay. Potentially unfolding here. Now, this deck has two. Okay, when that happens, I have to shuffle again. This deck has two messages. One that you're going to be seeing on your side, and one that I'm going to be seeing on my side. I'm going to be channeling the message that's going to be pointing towards me. Okay, so I'll show you in a minute. Let's see, Aquarius, what may be potentially unfolding in your connection? You have fiery balance, embrace intense forces, offset turmoil, stabilize with calm resolve. Okay, so you have this card in reverse. Okay, so it's in reverse. There are two people who are passionately interconnected here, but because it's in reverse, this is talking about that fire and passion. Could be misunderstandings, an argument, a heated debate. There could be a little bit here of impatience. Okay, speaking before thinking, being a little bit kind of jumping the gun, maybe even here. This could be even just triggers happening here potentially in the month of November. And of course, we'll see how you can overcome that as the messages come through. Okay, so the first card you have here are two people who may feel a little bit of tension and opposition within their connection. Now, I do want to mention here that Mercury is going to be in retrograde as of November 6th. So that could be one of the reasons here that you may be feeling or experiencing this within your connection here, Aquarius, in the month of November. Okay, with your partner or you. This could be either one of you. Okay, that could, start an argument, have an argument, feel triggered. All right. So there's a sense here of this energy of a heated clash. Okay, a clash where, again, it could be an argument, it could be a topic that is being brought up. It could be because Mercury is in retrograde, and when Mercury is in retrograde, it just means that Mercury is going against its normal flow and rotation, which brings tension, delays or glitches also in the areas that Mercury influences, which is communication, clarity of the mind, travel, and technology. So there may be a little bit of a hiccup there in those areas. When Mercury is in retrograde, it's not the time to manifest. It is a time to reflect. It is a time to see what needs to be changed, reconsider, reevaluate certain things from the past or recent past, or things that have been coming up lately, to get a clearer picture of what you will do together as a couple or individually and shift or move in a better or clearer direction. Okay. And that, of course, is after Mercury is direct. Now, even though the Mercury retrograde is from November 6th to the 29th, there is still the shadow period, okay, that may last a week to 2 weeks before Mercury fully is considered going direct, and back in its normal full moon rotation, okay? So you may be experiencing this energy here throughout the month of November, or, whether it's at the beginning of November, mid November, or towards the end of November. And I would even say here, maybe early December as well. So there's a possibility of this unfolding here happening, not only November, but a little bit into December as well. All right, at least like the first week or so of November. But let's get more let's get more clarity here in regards to you and your connection here. Give me more clarity here on this fiery balance. Now, this card is saying to remember that in order to not get to this energy where there's a lot of this clash or argument, all you need to do is to resolve it with a sense of calm. So it's like I always say, it's like it's like the weather forecast. If you know that it's going to rain, 5 days from now, you just make sure that you keep an umbrella in your bag, right? Or that you carry an umbrella with you, or that you put on your rain boots, right? So you're prepared so that if and when you start seeing this type of energy unfold, you can circumvent, you can go around it and figure out how to manage it in a peaceful resolution. There you go. You have child. Okay. So you have child and the sun. Listen, it's only going to be a little bit. Okay. It doesn't rain all the time, and the rain doesn't always last forever. So that's basically what this is saying. Now, this offset of turmoil could be connected to family. Okay, so family matters. That's number one. It could be connected to a child or children, whether it is the ones that you have together, whether it's a blended family, or whether, one person has a child and the other one doesn't, or however this may be. So it could be connected to child. It could be connected to child or children. It could be connected to the family structure as well. Okay. Could be connected to if you're wanting to have a child. Maybe there's something here about, procedures here, IVF, adoption, things of that nature, that as well. But look, it's looking really good. Whatever this is, it's a new beginning that's coming in. Not only is it just a new beginning, because a child also symbolizes new beginning, aside from child, it could also be talking about a new idea, right? A new way of doing something, learning something, starting small, taking the small steps to a new beginning here with the child. But you also have here sun. And if you see down below, I have two pluses here, two plus signs there. That means these two energies are very, very positive. So although it started off with, hey, listen, the potential unfolding here may be that there's a sense of an imbalance here or a trigger that may be set off. What you need to remember is that you can, again, shift that energy into something calmer, into something that you can take small steps beforehand, all right, and have certain conversations. The sun here is very, very positive. Now, this is the Lenormand deck. This is not a tarot deck. So the Lenormand deck is very different because it's very straightforward. It's like there's great happiness that is coming due to a beautiful new beginning or new start or a clean slate. It could be an apology here also. It could be some sense of resolution. But the sun card is about also the sense of clarity and illumination. There's kind of like an aha moment here where it's like, oh, okay, you know what? How about we think about it in this way? Or how about we resolve it in this way? To kind of like dial down the emotions, right? Or dial down that impatient energy, that hot tempered. This is about dialing it down in a very kind of peaceful, calm, cool, collected type of way. The sun as illumination and clarity. Again, there may be here some insights on ways to, like I said, circumvent, go around, how to avoid a potential tense or explosive type of disagreement or tension. All right, let's take a look at more information here. Give me more about this offset turmoil, more clarity here on offset turmoil. What could this be talking about here? Let's get more clarity. All right, Aquarius, and you have here shocking discovery. A shocking discovery is on its way. Okay, so it could be something that was unexpected. Like I said, this could also be again a third party energy. You do have here love triangle. Now, love triangle doesn't always have to talk about a third party, but it could very well be a third energy. It could be something external. Okay. For some of you, though, I feel that the shock discovery is that there will be here learning something new, gaining a new perspective on something here, and kind of figuring something out. It may be connected to some type of hidden emotion that is presenting itself in the month of November. Okay, now, although it says love triangle here, it doesn't necessarily have to connect with love triangle. It could be, again, there could be a hidden emotion that comes through, that is discussed, that shows itself, whether it be due to the children, blended family, or again, something that is learned or discovered in an aha moment. Okay. So there you go. So shocking discovery, learning something in a way that you weren't expecting, or again, it could just be some beautiful insights on how to manage this energy. Okay, which is hidden emotional entanglement is present. All right, that may be the core here of this fiery balance, or it could be again something that you weren't expecting and is coming through or learned, okay, in the month of November. All right, let's continue here and see what else may be potentially unfolding here in the month of November, Aquarius, between you and your partner, your connection. I do feel that the sun is has a lot to do with, the insight, but also the power of clear discussions or bringing something to light that may have been kind of hanging heavily or weighing heavily in either your heart, Aquarius, or your partner's heart. You do have here a natural evolution. It says, let the situation unfold naturally. Remember that I was talking about the child as being something that is learned and taking small steps to the resolution or to this happiness that can be rediscovered and can be also here reignited within your connection. So again, natural evolution says let the situation unfold naturally, meaning step by step, trying to make it better slowly, step by step together as a couple. All right, Aquarius, let's take a look at the next message here for you and your significant other. Last but not least, you have here, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure that this stays. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. Libra and their partner, what may be potentially unfolding here in the month of November. And you have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Like I said, the sun is a very good card. It's very positive. It's about the happiness. It's about the, whatever it is that you have been wishing, hoping, desiring, you finally being able to get your wish fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, your dreams have come true. Okay. You're not doing it together, you're doing it as a couple. There's a sense of satisfaction here in the long run, something actually working out, and working out in the manner in which that you have been hoping, wishing, and desiring. And if it's not in the way that you've been hoping, it is coming in a different way. It could be a blessing in disguise. And what do I mean by a blessing in disguise? Well, this fiery, you know, dynamic here, or this fiery type of exchange or potential exchange may lead to some new way or more clarity on something. So if it's something, for example, and again, this is just an example, if someone is assuming something and having a disagreement, and then within the disagreement they learn that it's not that, it's not what you were thinking, it's actually something else. There's this sense of like, oh, okay, so now I see why X, Y, and Z. Okay. So Nine of Cups is a sense of satisfaction. It is the sense of abundance. It's also here the sense of feeling fulfilled. It's a sense of like you're gaining something as a couple, okay, or you're gaining something individually that both of you as a couple can feel good about. Okay, remember, cups is all about energies. I'm sorry, it's all about emotions and the emotive energies. Okay, the emotive emotions. Okay, that beautiful satisfaction here. So it looks really good. And not only that, but take a look at the validation confirmation here. So there's this like little kind of star. I don't know if you could see this little star thing here. It looks a lot like the sun. So again, there's this feeling of this really good, bright, happy horizon, joy, victory, or success here in this emotional fulfillment here that is potentially being felt here as things progress slowly but surely. That being said, Aquarius, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. Drop a rose in the comment section to let me know that these messages have resonated for you. Till next time, I'll see you soon. And up next, of course, I'll be doing the water signs. Thank you and have a good one. Bye bye.